Happy Monday to everyone who's here. Mondays are hard for everyone that's here. Right? Right? Mondays are hard. No, I feel like, I don't know, my days all kind of run together, so it's hard for me to really differentiate between like, Mondays are really hard because every day is kind of hard, you know what I mean? But I would actually probably say, I don't know what the hardest day is for me. They're all hard. And last week I feel like every day was hard. Like last week, I just feel like I got very little done. I had no motivation. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to play with my children. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to stream and I wanted to play games, but I didn't even get to play games over the weekend. I didn't get to do anything in Nibelheim because I just didn't have time. Now I have a GameSpark interview I'm working on and I need to schedule my next one. But I try to do 20 minutes of video editing every night because if I try to do all of it in one go, it's not gonna happen. So I try to do like 20-minute, and with my flooring and all that stuff, I just wish there were more hours in the day. I just wish there were more hours in the day, but look at all of you guys. I've missed you guys so much. My streamies, we've got EJ, we've got Grandpa, Rumi, Lindsay, Boyaki passed through for a second. I saw Boyaki's message. Not sure if Boyaki is still here, but if you are still here, I hope you're having a good Monday. Yes, I guess you've had a good Monday. We've got Mactastic, we've got DJ. Look at you guys. Do what you need? One more project. Yay, projects! I feel like that is the type of thing I would do, actually. But it's not even so much like projects. It's just legitimately just being the default parent and being in charge of this whole house and not feeling like I have a lot of backup, but it's kind of my own fault because I don't want to take the time to teach Charlotte how to like legitimately clean and like legitimately cook because it takes me twice as long. You know, teaching somebody to clean takes twice as long and I could just do it myself in like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Hey, and we have Wolf and Average Guy. How's it going, you guys? It's got creepy fingers. I also have plants growing outside, which is kind of a project in and of itself. We're trying to figure out what to do with our backyard. If I could just get this flooring done. I have one room left to do, and then I have the master bedroom, which is the trickiest bedroom, only because of our living situation. Like, Charlotte's room and Auden's room were smaller, and we could kind of shift their beds around. There kind of isn't a whole lot of space for us to shift our bed around, so I don't know, I'm kind of dreading doing the master bedroom, but if I can get that done, then I will be able to breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, I will post pictures on the Discord. I am very proud of myself though, because I may not have gotten a ton done last week, but you know what I did get done? I managed to cleanly cut all the flooring around my fireplace. Looks professional, if I do say so myself. It looks so good because I undercut the fireplace with, I've started calling it my multi-tool. Andrew was like, I'm noticing that you're calling it your multi-tool. I'm like, it is my multi-tool. I use it all the time. Do you ever use it? He's like, no. Well, then it's mine. But I undercut the fireplace about, I don't know, this deep maybe. It took me forever, but I figured out, and our fireplace is curved. It doesn't have angles. It's a curved fireplace. So it was really tricky, but I managed to do it. And I finished it. So the fireplace looks really nice. almost the entire family room is done except one tiny little floorboard piece that has like weird angles because it's right by where the kitchen transitions. So it's got these weird like angle pieces, and it's just a matter of me literally just sitting down and doing it, and I just haven't. Also, I think I've decided my camera lighting depends on what I'm wearing, because this is like cream colored, right? And so it doesn't have a lot of color, but when I wore that pink shirt, it made everything look red. So I don't know how to make it look awesome all the time, every day. Community property state, baby. You're talking about my fireplace. I just keep telling myself that now we can charge 3 times as much for our house when we sell, because we put in new floors. I did those floors. Yeah, community property state. My multi-tool. Like, it's community, but it's also not. Like, it's 100%. Like, obviously, Andrew and I, we don't have, like, separate bank accounts. Obviously, his money is my money is his money. But I'm like, no, that's my multi-tool. Don't, like, it's community. Like, you can use it if you need it, but it's 100% mine. Like, that is my baby. I've used that a lot, and I actually really love it. It's like community, but it's also not at the same time. And I have definitely gotten ahead of myself, because now I'm like, I have almost replaced all the floors in this house by myself, single-handedly. The only time Ander helped me was when we did the hallway here, and he helped me cut a few pieces out around door jambs because I was getting really frustrated. But then he taught me things, and now I can do it myself. But that's the only time he's actually helped me do the flooring. Not because he just doesn't help, but because he's just working all the time. He's busy. And I don't want to wait around until he's not busy. It's too long. Like, I'm almost done now. You know what I mean? But I do get ideas. I'm like, I've replaced this flooring. I could do anything. I could replace the countertops. Like, we just have laminate countertops. I don't need anything crazy fancy. I could 100% do my own laminate countertops. But that means I have to take the sink out, and I have to take, you know what I mean? But you just put the ones that you already have, like the laminate that's already been cut out, you just put that down on a laminate sheet, just cut it out, and then just put that on. I think I'd like darker, like a black countertop color. Ours is like a weird kind of like, it's almost salmon colored. It is not ideal. It is definitely not ideal, but whatever. And our house isn't old, but the laminate definitely should be replaced. Like, the countertops are lifting in a couple areas, like bubbling up in a couple areas. And there's that. And then I also think to myself, I have my multi-tool now. I could replace all our cabinets, and I could cut all of them myself. Is that a wise idea? Probably not. And if I replaced all the kitchen cabinets and all the kitchen cupboards, I would have to do all the other ones in all the bathrooms too, because they're all like the same. And I don't know if I'm willing to do that either. But you know what? Let me just finish the flooring. That would be stupendous. I also have good news regarding my dad. He had his back surgery last week, and he's doing really, really well. So that makes me so happy and makes me very relieved. I was really, really paranoid when my dad got that surgery. I have this trip coming up to go out and visit my dad and my sister in Utah. I think it's like between the 1st and 2nd week of June. And I was terrified my dad was going to go in for back surgery last week, and something awful was going to happen, and I was never going to see him again. And I know that sounds crazy, but my mom just surprise, passed away last August, which was awful. I got the phone call on stream, actually, that my mom had passed away. We had put her in on hospice at the hospital. My siblings were here. It was crazy. It was one of the craziest weeks of my life. I would say the weeks I brought home new babies and the week I lost my mom were the craziest weeks of my life. We knew it was coming, but it was still her ending up in the hospital because she was intubated, and that was unexpected. But once she was in the hospital, she just never, it was just pretty clear that she wasn't ever gonna wake up. And she had a will that told us that she didn't want to live in that state anyway. So ultimately the decision had been made for us. But you know, this coming month is gonna be Mother's Day, and I don't know, it's kind of interesting because on one hand, I feel like I can make it through it and it'll be totally fine. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I'll probably be a basket case that day because it's very public. It's very much like, buy something for your mom, you know, like moms love this, moms love this. And it's gonna be really hard to go through that and not have my own mom around. Her birthday was hard. Her birthday was back in January, so her birthday was hard, but that was kind of a personal thing. Nobody else knew it was my mom's birthday. It was just me and my siblings, and it was just kind of a quiet, like we had a little three-way FaceTime with each other. But like Mother's Day is in your face all the time. You go everywhere and you just see the word mother, 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 mother everywhere. And I actually almost wonder if that's kind of how people feel also that can't have children or that have lost children or whatever. That must be really hard to walk into a store and just see like motherhood all over the place. That must be really, really hard, but I'm kind of not looking forward to that. But oh, I read what you said, Lindsay, and then I totally didn't comment on it. We don't have separate bank accounts, but we do have separate tool sets. That actually reminds me of my long time ago boss I used to work for. They owned a salon and I was their esthetician, and they got a divorce while I was working for them, and I was the first person to find out about it. Their daughter came in for a facial or something, and she was like, well, I have to have 2 separate skincare sets because one has to go to my dad's and one has to go to my mom's. And I was like, you mean they're separate? And she was like, oh yeah, they are. And so I mentioned it to my manager, and she was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Anyway, so they separated, and apparently they fought more over their power tools than they did anything else. Which I don't know if that's like a good thing or I don't really know. But honestly, I question whether they ever should have gotten married in the first place, because apparently they'd had problems all during their dating. And then finally they had so many issues. And then finally the husband was like, you know what, let's just get married. And the wife was like, okay. So they got married even though they had all these issues.
Good news, everyone. Then good news, everyone.
Hey, it's Scarecrow! Scarecrow! Don't know if you wrapped it up, but congrats on the bonja job of the floor renos at your place. What a ripper effort. On ya, mate. You're a bloomin' legend. Oh my gosh. I love the way you talk. I haven't finished it all the way. I'll take a picture of my fireplace. I'm very proud of my fireplace. Very, very proud. It looks super slick. Super, super slick. Thank you so much for the resub, Scarecrow. I appreciate that a lot. Wolf says, my mom has also passed, so I feel the same often. I will be doing fine, and then I will see something in the store that she would have loved, and it will hit me like a body pillow to the face. Grief is weird like that. It is. I was just telling my siblings last night. I said every once in a while, like, I go through this period where I'm like, okay, I think it's been enough time, and I think I can listen to my mom's old voicemails. Like, that seems doable. But then when I sit down and like look at my phone and get ready to like do it, I can't bring myself to do it. And I'm like, oh, no, I can't do that. Even just looking at old pictures and stuff, it really does. It comes out of left field and it just punches you straight in the gut. I haven't had any like major breakdowns recently, but I don't know, Mother's Day will probably be hard. And it's Jay! Jay's decal is in the mail. I sent all the decals in the mail this morning. I seriously feel like I blinked last week and it just disappeared. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh. I did find a way to make printing or cutting decals a lot easier. I was resizing them every single time I cut them, but now I've just saved each one in its size, so I don't have to guesstimate what size it had been. Does that make sense? It does in my head. It's one of those things where like I was making it harder on myself. Just save them as separate.
Good news, everyone.
Hey,
Good news, everyone.
oh, thank you so much for the resub, the wobble resub. The wobble resub. Isn't there a song called Wobble? Isn't it like wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, or something like that? I don't remember. Isn't there like a dance to it? I don't remember. Oh, EJ says family members passing is really tough. I just lost grandma yesterday. She will be sorely missed. However, in this case, there is also relief as it was time and she was in pain. Well, that is exactly how my mom was. My mom suffered from chronic pain. My mom had Parkinson's. We were all really worried about how her life was going to progress, like how things were going to progress, because I couldn't, and even to this day, I cannot bring myself to watch videos of, what's his name with Parkinson's? The famous guy. Not Marty McFly. What's his name? Michael J. Fox. Because he is he's so far gone, and he is so, like, I recognize a lot of his movements with the stuff my mom would do. The dyskinesia that she couldn't hold still, and the way that, the way that her, like, jaw would tighten up sometimes and her head would kind of come down, like, while she was talking to me, that kind of thing. It never bothered me a lot when I was with my mom, but Michael J. Fox is so much further past that, further, like, deeper into that, and I can't even bring myself to watch footage because it just reminds me of my mom. And before she passed away, I was like, what if that happens to my mom? What if she lives long enough that that is her life? And so my siblings came out, and it was the most beautiful week of my life, but it was, or 2 weeks, because they were here for 2 weeks, and it was also one of the hardest 2 weeks of my life. So EJ, my heart goes out to you, because saying goodbye is so hard, even when you know it's the right time. Even if they're in pain, you are still now going through pain, right? You're still suffering because you have to say goodbye. And they may be, I'm a religious person. I believe in another life. It makes sense to me that this is not all there is. I just feel like if this was all there is, living in an imperfect world, that would be pretty crappy and cruel. I believe that we're on this world so we can grow and progress through our trials. Trials look different for everyone. And then there is something after this life. I firmly believe that. And I believe, that I'll see my mom again someday, and that you will see your grandma again someday. My mom lost her sister at a pretty young age from cancer. And then my mom lost both her parents, and I believe they're all together up there, but they're not here. And so it still is really hard to think. It's been over 6 months since I've talked to my mom, It's so hard. Paladroon! How's it going? I feel like there is better on the other side, but that still causes grief for those that are left behind. And you'll always have that void. And I'm really sorry that happened. It's so, so hard. Jane, I agree with you. Love and hugs to all who need it most today, like EJ. And if anybody else is going through any hard times, just know that we are all thinking of you, and that, trials in this life are weird. We suffer, and we, it just is what it is. But through suffering and through doing really hard things, we do become stronger. Wow! It's just one of those things where sometimes we got to go through some crappy things. Collector, thank you! And I missed what you said. You said... my wobble dance, the spastic inflatable car lot things. Oh my gosh, my girls love those. I told you guys I got a mini one for Christmas, right? The wacky inflatable arm waving tube man? Whatever. Chip and Dale, rescue rangers, Chip and Dale when in danger. Oh, I cut that off too early. No one ever cares to find the clues, to find the wheres and whys and who's. Chip and Dale. Oh, no, it's not cares. Shoot, now I can't remember what it is. That is so kind of you, Collector, for gifting a sub. Oh, there's a hype train! Oh my gosh, I even put a sound to that, and I never even paid attention. No, yeah, the extended edition. No one ever. No, it's fails. No one ever fails to find the clues, to find the wheres and whys and who's. Chip and Dale. Yeah, my brother and I, that was the first song we ever, harmonized together. Oh, Scarecrow says my great uncle passed away this week. He was bedridden for a while at this point. Dementia brought on by alcohol abuse. His sister kind of knew it was coming. She just came to stay with us over the weekend. He was one of the only people Mom trusted with us as kids. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Scarecrow. It sounds like we've had a lot of loss. I'm so sorry. And then we have some good news. We've got DJ BJ who got a job offer. That is excellent news. Oh, and Jay's uncle was just put in the hospital for ALS. Okay, wait. ALS. That's not Alzheimer's. Something syndrome. What is ALS? I'm thinking, hospice. So my stepmom is a retired hospice nurse. So when my mom was in the hospital, we were very closely connected to my stepmom, and we would tell her what the doctors had told us, and they'd say, okay, well, she's experiencing some modeling, like some patching, purple patching on her hands and her legs, and we're trying to alleviate that. And my stepmom would say, oh, modeling is a really bad sign because that means the body is already shutting down. And anyway, it was really, really helpful. Oh, it's Lou Gehrig's? No, that is awful. Lou Gehrig's is the worst. My dad had an old coworker that was randomly diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. We've had a lot of loss, man. A lot of sadness. But once again, you know, I can't speak for, obviously I can't speak for everybody, and I can't say this is only what I have learned. To backtrack just a little bit, I have just received, I've basically been asked to do something new in my church congregation. I am now in the presidency over the young women, which is the girls ages 12 to 17. You guys, this is my favorite place to be in the whole world. I love it because that age is the age my brother was bullied. And that was the age I felt a lot of resentment because my brother was bullied. I was being bullied in Sunday school. That is such an impressionable age. And I want to be who I needed when I was younger and who my brother needed when he was younger. So, Young Women's is my favorite place to be in the world as far as church voluntary like positions go. And yesterday was the first day I was in there during church, and this darling little 12-year-old was teaching with her mom. Painfully shy, didn't want to say anything, doesn't ever talk. And she was so nervous and so anxious. And even though her mom was there helping her, and her mom was like, we practiced this yesterday, she burst into tears. And she was just she was so stressed out. And so after it was over, after the class was over, she ended up doing a fine job. She was just really nervous. And I kind of, put my hand on her shoulder as we left, and I was like, hey, you did a really great job. But I got to tell you, it gets easier. I didn't say but, I said, and it gets a lot easier the more you do it. But sometimes we have to do hard things. But when we do those hard things, we become stronger, and those hard things aren't as hard. It's not good enough to just take away the hard thing, because then we don't learn and then we don't grow. But as painful as it is to lose somebody or whatever, what it also does is it puts you in a position to help other people that are going through that kind of loss, whatever that is, whether it's somebody with Lou Gehrig's disease, or it's somebody with dementia, or it's Parkinson's, like my mom had Parkinson's. My mom getting Parkinson's turned her, I mean, my mom's always been a really compassionate person, but it really helped her find kind of a voice to be a support for other people that had Parkinson's as well. So we experience things so we can become stronger, and we experience things so we can have compassion and sympathy and empathy for other people that are going through something. And if we've experienced it ourselves, then we can have more sympathy, and we can say, look, I know how you feel, and this sucks, and I'm so sorry, but I promise it will get better because we've experienced that ourselves. So it's just one of those things where you just have to, but I'm not saying that it's not easy, that it's easy by any means. But, when people sit here and say, well, why me? Why did this happen to what happened to me? Why did this have to happen to my mom? We're all somebody else to somebody else. And these things, you think in your head, these are things that happen to other people, not my family, but we're all other people to other people. So it's going to happen to everyone. It's just kind of totally, it's just totally random. He went downhill really fast. He was diagnosed about only a year? Oh my gosh, that's awful. Jeez. Lou Gehrig's. That's brutal. I'm so sorry. Yep. Young Women's is my favorite place to be. I was in it for 4 years in my old church congregation. And it was my favorite thing I've ever done, ever, 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 ever. The next thing that I really loved after being in Young Women's was probably being chorister for the children. And other than that, that's literally the only place I want to be. Only place, 100%. And we are just going to flip all these back to here because we're not taking Kate Sit with us. So I was going to do this over the weekend. I was going to play and like I was fully like getting ready to, I was fully ready to like, you know, run around Nibelheim, find a bunch of towers and stuff. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. So here I am. So it'll probably be boring today. I'm sorry, because I have to do some of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I can't just not, or else. Wait, what did I just have? MP up. Do you have MP up? Yes. You have auto unique. Okay. Lightning. Sure. That sounds great. Fire. Oh, okay. I mean, we can kind of continue the story. I'm not entirely sure how the story continues. So, you know what? I'll give you poison. Oh, and I'm going to give you a... I'm going to give you Alexander. Even though I get too impatient because I get too impatient for waiting around for the ATB. It's for a company called Live RC. They didn't give me an official title, so I'm calling it Online Production Assistant. Well, a job is a job, and I think that's fantastic, and congratulations. I don't know how long you've been on the job market, but that is huge. 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 I will be honest. I am really grateful I haven't had to look for a job at all recently. Because that is really, really hard. Especially these days when like college degrees just don't seem to matter. People are just, I don't know. Nobody wants to pay anybody what any of them are worth. It's terrible. Okay, so I just fought Roche, right? That's what I just did? Oh, that was an insane. Oh. And Alchemist legitimately changed my life. Do we all remember that? Because I remember that. Pepperidge Farmers remembers. For sure. Oh my gosh. Live RC. Is there a piano piece here? Hey, it's Dad Bods! Can't put a price on me, baby! There's no fear in this dojo! Oh, the bull. I'm sorry, is that a girl that's a robed person? Or are they all men? It's actually unbelievable. Who is making that noise? Wow! Is that a woman? I think it's a woman. Wait, I thought they were all guys. Oh, I love anonymous gifters. That's so exciting. DJ BJ. You deserve it. Totally. 100%. Chocobos are lovely creatures, but they can be a handful if you don't know the proper techniques. I offer personal training tailored to your specific needs. No. What's this? The darling little cat I feed from time to time hasn't come around for a while and it's making me sick with worry. Is this gonna be another chicken situation? People don't eat cats, right? Yeah, I'll go find your cat. And the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He just wouldn't stay away. Aren't there quests here for like Tifa or something? There are robed women? Really? I thought it was all men. I had never thought about it until right now. Look at this guy. He's like trying to check out this robed guy. Not gonna lie. When you have to go find all the cats in Remake, remember? For that little girl. Hey, it's Rayon! Did I pronounce that right? I did, right? Oh, the cat's quest is Tifa's. See, we're on the same page, same wavelength. Okay. Well, then, it's in this house. Oh, it's in my old house.
Gotta lend the medical team a hand today.
Sorry, small child.
Since I was like 7, 8.
Isn't really mine though.
No. Oh, that's right, the singing chef. Time to spill the tea. Your cat. Can you imagine meeting somebody?
Just listening. You've got a great voice.
Just meeting somebody and they're like, "Hi, how can I help you?"
You see, this cat I feed sometimes has gone missing. And when I worry,
Maybe I should start doing that.
I can't
Bloody, bloody,
but see.
She's very warbly.
Hey,
But I cannot
sounds like a job
help
for a merc, doesn't
but see. We'll find your cat.
Well, aren't you the picture of confidence? You wouldn't happen to be a professional feline finder, would you?
Not officially, but I've got a good cat catching record.
Yeah, we had to catch
Been
cat.
doing it since I was a kid.
Did we catch cats in remake? We just
I'm
found
Christine,
them.
by the way, chef and chanteuse. You might want to start by looking around the foot of Mount Nibel. She's got the most beautiful snow white coat. Petite little thing, too. Speaking of, she must be starving out there.
Cat
Here,
food
be sure to feed her.
and the bowl. Okay. Oh! Wait a minute. There's a piano in here. I knew it. I knew there would be a piano here somewhere. Wait a minute. Where? I am confusion. Where is the where? Do I climb out the window? Oh, it's not in this house. Okay, it's in the house. It's in the next house over. Got it. Everybody skedaddle! You're in my way. You're not helping. Oh, it's at Tifa's house. I am an idiot.
What happened to her anyway?
No idea. Haven't seen
Wait,
her
who's he
since the
talking to?
fire 5 years ago.
Damn.
Nope.
I can't shake that.
Yeah, it's my man. What's his name? Minecraft or something? Dory. Oh my gosh. Wow, I was totally wrong. Where's the piano? Is it upstairs? Wait, so there isn't a piano here? There's just him? This woman was a musical theater major and got stuck cooking food for the folks in a fake town. Yep, that is 100% what happened. I can't help but sing. She honestly, that reminds me of my dad dressed as Aunt Pearl.
You're good to go.
Yeah, where is Tifa's room? Like, I don't even... Did I pass the stairs? That's right, she doesn't.
This is where we care for the patients. We provide checkups,
Oh.
treatments, whatever they
Okay, well, we have to play the piano.
Might have noticed how some of our patients have
You know what?
tattoos
You know what?
on
All
their
your patients
faces.
need? Your patients need music. That's 100% what they need. And I can give them what they need. Yeah! Oh, wait. Did I already... Wait, there's no music here. Do you not get a new song here? Kentucky Fried Cat. I know, that's why I was like, is this the same as the chicken? But people don't, I mean, I guess people eat cats if they absolutely have to. I forgot, we've already been here, we've already done this. So you, oh, okay, that's good to know. Okay, cool. Awesome. The foot of Mount Nibel? What are we talking about here? We're talking about, oh. How do we get there? Can I fast travel here? Remember that one time when I was trying to make it to the... I don't even remember what I was trying to make it to, and I went all over the place over here. This is the foot of Mount Nibel. Suddenly it's all open and we can go look for a cat. Check this out, actually. It's like, surprise, there's been a rock fall and now you can go find this cat. Oh. DJBJ has been looking for a job for a long time. I believe it. I believe it. Job hunting must be really, really hard these days. You know, I kind of went... Did I just hear a cat? Or did I just make that sound? With my own voice. I swear on my life this all wasn't here the last time I came here. Right? No, it was not. Look at the map. Okay, so this is all opened up. This is all opened up. I'm a bit behind on chat, but congrats on the job. Seriously, huge congrats. That's a big thing. At least Chef's not one of the church chorus ladies that has to climb slowly up to the note they are trying to hit. Lindsay! Are you saying goodbye? Good luck with the cat search and warm times to all. Okay, I just want to make sure that I wasn't misreading something. Thank you so much for being here, Lindsay. Lindsay, we love Lindsay. Lindsay was the best. Okay, just oh, I heard it.
Heard something.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's chase it. We do love Lindsay. Oh, that cat was dinner. Oh. Did I have? We love her strike. Lindsay's great. Lindsay was the best. What is your... Oh, okay, that's right. Oh! He can't dodge that, can he? Okay. No. Oh, man, that was really crazy. Who did that? I don't even know. But you were my savior. Only some days. Some days. Hayes, did I say hello to you? I swear, I saw your a message of yours in chat, and I thought I said hello, but maybe that was only in my head. Sometimes that happens. Oh my gosh, my child is taking her diaper off in her bed. Hold on. Hold on. I just look over and all of a sudden I see that she's like waving her diaper. I don't know, she was taking it off and I was like, babe, you can't take your diaper off. I was like, do you have to go potty? She was like, no. In her defense, I did just put her in bed in a t-shirt and a diaper because I was like, whatever. Well, that can't happen. She has to have like shorts on. Yeah, I looked down there and panic. Oh my gosh.
Look.
Yep. Why don't we just put the cat food down like right here? That's a nest. of multiple cats?
Kittens? I can't believe it.
Fluffy. Of course its name is Fluffy.
Hey, girl. How you doing? It's me, Tifa. Remember? You're okay.
I would not reach
Thank
out to a
God.
cat that was hissing at me like that.
Aw. Fluffy, what's wrong?
As if the cat's gonna answer her.
Doesn't look so good.
It's like,
Let's try giving her the cat food.
it's like in How to Train Your Dragon when he's like, Toothless, what's wrong? As if Toothless is gonna be like, well,
There's plenty more where this
here's
came
the
from to dig in.
situation. Oh my gosh. I do the same thing though with my pets. I'll be like, what's the matter? As if they're gonna tell me. Yeah, classic cat nest. Oh my.
Leave him alone.
They're cats. They're dinner. A guard bee? What the heck is a guard bee?
It's on you.
I mean, I know what a guard bee is. Like, obviously I see one. Fear me! Oh! Should we? Oh no, that's not what I. Okay. Somehow that is a very funny name. I'm not really sure why, but. Oh, Mama Bee is gonna be here somewhere. Right? Oh, snap. We're supposed to keep Fluffy alive. 'Cause you're my lady. Oh, I thought it was Angel. Angel! No, it's lady. No, because I'm your lady? That's what it is. Wow, okay, let's just forget any of that ever happened. Wow, I know my songs really, really well. Yep. I am definitely a Celine fan. Well, maybe Fluffy should just stay out of the way when I'm fighting. You know what I mean? Like go hide under a rock or something. Oh, we got more guard bees. Okay. They're all guarding around us. The kittens are being attacked!
Keep it together.
Yeah. Okay. All the kittens are coming with us? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Of course they are. Can you get them all? Yeah, seriously, Rick, take all your kittens. Okay. Fluffy did not get... Oh, yes, okay, I see all the kittens. Is this way? Tell you what. I'll pick you guys up, and then we'll just fast travel. That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a great plan. Oh, my. That, I knew it! I knew there was gonna be a queen bee. Knew it. Okay, assess. Queen bee.
Too bad.
Somehow I have
Don't overdo it. Don't worry about it.
to what? If you kill the queen, do they all die? Because that should be how it works.
Take it over.
What do I have? Something is wrong with me, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, pressure hit her. Jeez, can you imagine? Can you imagine seeing a bee that size? Listen, I have always been, okay, so I've never actually seen, I thought I saw a bee. Oh man, they just keep coming. Oh yeah, do that, that's good. That'll get them all. So there are these movies and stuff where like, you know, they're like gigantic spiders or whatever. I've never seen arachnophobia. But oh yeah, she keeps like making worker bees. I think that's why. I do not think that's very scary because honestly, that just doesn't seem very believable to me. As creepy as it is to be like, oh yeah, these giant bees or these giant bugs or giant spiders or whatever, that just doesn't really do it for me. Even though I really hate like spiders, I don't. Wow, okay, this is turning into a really crazy situation. Okay, you're fire, that's okay. Bees,
You're up.
best. Hey, it's Mac! It's Mac. I don't think that's as scary as like billions of tiny, tiny little regular sized bugs, but just millions of them. That seems scarier and a whole lot more believable. A big giant spider, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's that believable to me, even if it was like, you know, some person that created something, I don't know, like, okay, so they drank some crazy, you know, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever. No! It seems like a really bad idea. Okay, it's on. It is on. Okay. Fluffy's dying! Yeah. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like it would make more sense to have a movie about just like millions and millions and millions of teeny little, you know, bees or, you know, think of the birds. The birds was scary because it was something that was so normal, like pretty, you know, pretty basic, but there were just so many of them and they were so awful and they just wanted to kill everybody. Oh, that bee's down. Yeah, curl up. But every time I play games like this, I'm always like, I cannot imagine seeing a bug that size and not like vomiting out of just becoming nauseous.
I'm a little
Immediately,
worried
it just
Fluffy
being
and the
like,
kittens might have been hurt. Do you mind if we head back to the village?
where do
You know,
think we were going?
if we asked her nicely, I bet that head chef would take care of the kittens. I mean, can't say no to both of us, right?
Guess we'll see. Come on.
Did what I just say make any sense? I feel like that fight was like really super kind of crazier than I thought it was gonna be, and I cannot even tell you if what I was talking about actually made sense. Like now I'm looking about it and I'm like, I'm thinking about it and I'm going, that all could have just been a whole bunch of gibberish. Bees, beast. Okay. I just mean like a giant snake or a giant alligator or a giant spider or a giant bee or something like that does sound scary, but I just feel like I've never, ever, ever seen a movie or even seen an ad for a movie where it looks remotely realistic. So in my opinion, I feel like I feel like it is scarier if there are just a ton of them. Whatever, you know, think of like the Indiana Jones scene where he's hanging on the rope and there are all those snakes down in the pit that they're gonna put him and that chick down in. That is really scary. Okay, yes, a giant snake does seem scary, but I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem nearly as believable. Okay, well, we're walking. We're walking. Come on, kiddies. We're gonna listen to this meowing for 10 minutes while we make our way back to... Meow. No, the best one is... That's the best one. I can't roll my R's, so I have to do that in like the back of my throat, and it doesn't sound as good. Just walk in. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more. A pit of hundreds of snakes are scarier than a giant single snake. Enter the Midgard Snorman. Smitty Worder mentions it. What was it called? The Midgard Sormer. Is there an N? Midgard Sormer. Yes. You know what I mean. I had a teacher one time that said, well, that was funner. And this student goes, that's not a word. And he goes, did you understand what I meant? And the student was like, yes. And he goes, then why does it matter? I thought that was funny. I was like, I mean, no, but yes at the same time. Indie braver than Harry Potter. Well, Harry Potter can talk to snakes though. Did you guys see that they are doing a full cast audible production of Harry Potter? I am beyond excited. Harry Potter will never go away. Ever. I know that it can be kind of a polarizing thing, but regardless of where all that, you know, whose beliefs on all that stuff, regardless of all that stuff, you cannot deny, whether you like J.K. Rowling or you don't, you cannot deny that Harry Potter changed the literary world forever. And there's nothing we can really do to say about that.
I'm thinking we might
Or to change that. Wow, my words, everything is hard today. A pit of hundreds of snakes are scarier. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, Midgardnim. Yeah, Warner Brothers won't let it. They won't let it die. I know they keep coming out with new things, but like by the time... Whoa, Cat's legs are looking weird.
Guess even she can tell this place is nothing like it used to be.
That's probably why she never came back here.
What is it?
Oh my gosh.
Fluffy?
I think I know the piece of music we're gonna get.
After him.
I am excited. I know. I'm excited for the TV series as well because I did not love the movies. I wanted to, and I wanted to act. I tried to act like
It'll be okay.
Oh, welcome. I'm afraid the staff is on break at the moment.
Okay, wait a minute.
If you're
Who am
looking
I
for
looking?
Christine, she's upstairs.
Oh, she's
Not sure why
upstairs.
that is myself.
I'm sorry. Dale just said play me? What? What?
Look who it is.
Yep.
Oh, my little baby. I'm so glad you're okay. And just look at all these yummy muffins.
My baby!
Back with you.
She gave birth to her litter on the mountain.
In a
Oh,
nest,
sweetling,
weirdly.
You're going to be a great mommy.
Yeah, I am
hope
very,
this is
very
all right.
excited for
It
the
wasn't
Harry
exactly
Potter
safe
series.
for a bunch of kittens.
I did
Couldn't
not
just
really
leave
agree with a
them,
lot of the
so-
casting. I didn't really
Don't
agree
be
with a lot of the
silly, dear.
direction
You did the
they took.
right thing. I'll take
And I just think
excellent
something
care of
like
this
that just has
family.
to be done
They'll
as a
want for
miniseries. I think
nothing.
Game of Thrones planned that.
Long I
But at least with
dreamed
Harry
of
Potter, they have a
opening
finished series.
my home to little ones to play and romp and love. La 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 la.
Oh my gosh.
If I'm going to
You know
take
what?
these cats
That's
in,
kind of
they're
like what
going
it
to
was
be
like growing up
names.
with my mom.
You've got such beautiful
My
white
mom's saying
fur.
all the time.
Blanca. Yes, that fits perfectly, don't you think? As for the kittens, we'll decide later.
Actually,
Kittens are pretty
the cat's already
cute.
got a name.
Shut up, Cloud. Don't tell me what I know, Travis.
What? You weren't hoping to hear me play, were you? I'm terribly sorry, Blanca, but I'm a bit worn out after all that excitement.
We're gonna
Tifa
get
can
Aerith's
play.
theme, aren't we?
Cloud,
Oh, what?
what a wonderful idea. You'll humor us, dear, won't you?
Okay, just a bit.
I wish
Hold
I'd
that thought. This occasion calls for an accompaniment.
Watching the
I know
first
some
two
folks who
movies
would just
now
love
is
the
like
chance to
painful.
perform.
They're
Don't worry
so, to me, I think they're really cringy.
That escalated
But that's
quickly.
just me.
I wasn't expecting
Holy cow,
an
it's
audience.
3:05? Really already?
I haven't practiced since I was a kid. What should I do?
Back out?
Well, that's not an
Well,
option.
isn't
I
Cloud the
think
one
you
that was
better
like,
get
Tifa
one.
plays? Back out, even though I'm the one who volunteered you? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh. Oh, we are gonna practice. Hands down. I think my favorite out of the Harry Potter movies was probably the third one. I feel like the third one stayed the closest to the story. Oh, I thought Cloud was... Okay, we're doing this. No. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, this music! Oh, that was the wrong hand! This one isn't so bad. This music! I have goosebumps all over my entire body right now. Oh my gosh, that almost made me start crying. That music has so much power behind it. That has so much power behind it, at least for me. And there are people in chat that haven't played the original yet, so I don't want there to be any but that song holds a very special place in my heart. You know what? That one wasn't nearly as hard as spoiler alert, this is music. That wasn't as hard as that should have been the performance. I feel like I did a pretty good job on that one. Yes. So I had to run in there about 10 minutes ago because she pulled her diaper off. I watched her on the monitor. She was so yes, I would put panties on her. I don't even think she's gone in that diaper. Oh, just the ones that yeah, sorry, I misunderstood. The fact that they added strings to that is phenomenal. So, we are going to perform again, and I also really, really love that it's Tifa playing instead of Cloud for some reason. That seems really, really sweet. I love the arrangement. I love all the arrangements, all the piano arrangements. But that one was definitely easier than... What was the other one that was so hard? Cinco de Chocobo? Every music gains with the addition of strings, even Metallica. True. Okay, we're going to begin our performance. Oh, man. I've been waiting for this piece of music. It's kind of iconic. No! Oh! Okay. Watch, now I'm going to butcher it. Oh, snap. We have a whole... What? Who are all these people? Now we have a cat meowing. Oh, crap. You're distracting me. It's not fair. Oh, shoot. I love that end that they add. That was so lovely. Algus! Do it for Fluffy! I got an A. I didn't get a star. Dang it. I think I missed 2 notes. Nope, lies. They said 3. I missed 3. Oh, no, 1? Okay, so this, like, instrumental, should be standard all the time, across the board. That was amazing! Thank you so much for sharing your talent. They threw in all these distractions that totally wasn't fair. Oh my gosh, I don't know who these random people with strings are, but thank you so much for coming to my performance, my impromptu performance.
A genuine compliment. Glad that you could help. Take care of the cats for me.
I certainly will.
Welcome, Algus. It is so good to see you.
Rest assured, I'll
Do
keep
it
them
for Fluffy.
very well fed.
Do you mean
So
Blanca?
bring your appetites.
Meow!
All right, come along then.
We're hungry! Okay, that was really lovely.
Brought back a lot of memories.
That was really, really
How
lovely.
Mom used to teach me while
That
Dad
almost
was
made me cry.
downstairs in the kitchen doing his best. Which was
And
pretty good.
piano is
Hangouts with
close to my heart
Emilio in the
anyway because
gang.
my mom played piano all my life.
Which we kept inviting you to.
I have my
but you
mom's
never
piano.
came.
It's like a keyboard.
Never? Really?
Really? But you seemed fine on your own.
That what it looked
Cloud's
like?
like,
That I enjoyed being alone?
actually, oh.
You didn't?
Of course not.
Huh. Guess we still don't know each other that
Maybe
well.
you should have talked to me when I was a child,
Never
Tifa.
too late to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
That's
Look at
true.
him. Look at his little chocobo hair. I love everything
I'm glad
about
we
it.
came.
Yeah. Glad we found Fluffy too.
I think you mean Blanca. But yeah,
Eh.
I hope she and the kittens are happy here.
I don't know if you know this, Tifa, but I actually also play piano. I can play pretty well. I sucked at Cinco de Chocobo and 2 Feet. I think I sucked at that one as well. That was so unexpected and lovely. And thank you so much to Ryan for saying in the Discord that I needed to do. Oh, Dale wants to play Queen's Blood. Well, Dale, you can be disappointed, my main robed man, because I have no interest in Queen's
Impossible
Blood.
to keep tabs on everyone at all times.
Jay had to fix a turlet. Turlet! Thought there would be a piano there. I just forgot it was in Tifa's house. It was really, really nice. That music is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I think it sticks out to me so much because, and once again, no spoilers or anything because there are people here that haven't played the original, but I think it sticks out to me so much, honestly, because this was one of the first, this is like the biggest game I ever saw my brother play, and it kind of changed. Collector and I talked a lot about this. I'm currently editing Collector's interview, and Collector and I get off on a lot of tangents, so it's taking a long time for me to edit. But one of the things he mentions about some of the games that he talks about, his first gaming experiences or earliest gaming experiences or games that impact him, is games that changed what he thought a game, games that he changed what he thought a game was and what showed him what a game could be. And I think that's a lot of what Final Fantasy VII for me is, because when I was, no, it's fine, because I am just as guilty. But I think that's a big thing for me too, because I don't ever remember watching, like up until this point, I had watched games that were very linear and very like side-scrolly. I had never really seen a game that had such a deep storyline. Even Zelda was okay, yep, you save the princess and you save the world and you do your dungeons and it's all linear and you get your items and you beat your bosses and that's it. And this game is linear too, but obviously with the remake, it is less so because you have this open world exploration type. But I think just the soundtrack and kind of Aerith's theme in particular just resonates in my brain because it was such an amazing experience. Even though I didn't play it, I watched my brother play through it before I ever played it. It was just a huge, huge surprise to me. It was the first Final Fantasy game I'd ever seen, and it was unlike anything I'd ever seen. I'd never seen a game that was so, hey, surprise!
I had maps testing today, and they act like that it's a less bigger deal than the star.
Oh, so your testing's done?
No.
So why do you
I didn't finish it.
Oh.
I'm gonna finish it on Wednesday after. But guess what? I asked Miss Key permission, and I'm bringing my Black Widow spider robot tomorrow.
Oh, awesome! Just make sure to wash your
And
hands.
guess what? I presented my Black Widow spider thing today.
Oh,
Hiya,
I didn't even
cupcakes.
know that you were doing that today.
Yeah, we just presented it.
Oh,
Yeah, we presented it.
right on.
And I know, but it is okay. Come
This
on.
is mom life.
Like-
Mom life.
Like,
Bye,
like-
Hayes. Thank you so much for being here,
like,
as always.
and just for like a little thing about my project, and guess what? One of my classmates did wolf spiders. Remember your encounter? Remember your encounter with a dead one?
Yes, it was a large dead one that
Yeah,
was
it was
very shocking
Fat.
to me.
Yeah, it was fat.
Ugh.
And it was mostly that it was just creepy that thing was crawling around the kitchen.
Yeah, we caught a big one when Uncle Joby was here, and he let it outside.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, that's because nothing
Everything's
dies in
bigger
Texas.
Everything's bigger in
Okay,
Texas.
I have about
egg.
45 minutes
And
left.
Guess what? Tomorrow, I have permission to bring my Black Widow spider robot.
Excellent.
Oh,
Excellent, excellent.
So, speaking which, I do need to get that into my backpack.
It's just hanging on your closet.
Oh, and also, I really need to start on my jewelry for the maker market.
I thought you were making that at school.
No. I decided that.
Okay, we will talk later.
So can we somehow like get like a bracelet jewelry kit?
Yep.
At, like Walmart or something? Like I know that they have them.
Everybody needs to go out. I got 45 minutes left. Oh, my lands. I am a stay-at-home mom. And so my streaming, I have to balance between like that and my streaming and my game and everything. And it's crazy. So Charlotte was just doing a project. Apparently she did some research on the Black Widow spider, and I have an interesting tidbit of information about the Black Widow spider that I'm going to try and make as you don't have to call me mommy. I'm definitely a mom though. I'm gonna keep this as family friendly as possible. So Black Widows are given a bad rap for being really mean and aggressive, and they're actually not. Black Widows, especially female Black Widows, they prefer to be left alone, and they prefer to be in dark, damp places. And there was this time period back when people had outhouses where the number of bites, the number of like Black Widow bites actually kind of went up, but 90% of the bites were on males because Black Widow spiders would build their webs in outhouses. So, just saying. They're actually not, they're not aggressive. They just don't like things hitting they attack whatever hits their web. And that happened more often with males. So there's your information about Black Widow spiders to keep my chat and everything family friendly. So just FYI all your eyes.
Hey, Kate Sith, did you hear anything about what went down at the Nibel reactor?
Not much, I'm afraid.
Telling
Just
you.
that an unknown force had breached the perimeter. Shinra troops were dispatched in response.
An unknown
Battle
force?
ensued.
Now I get it. That was their plan all along.
Eh? Come again?
Yeah.
They I wanted to be found. I lost on purpose. That's the only explanation.
Wait, of the reactor we were just at?
They just threw their lives away. Who would do something like that?
Yeah,
mean,
I think I talked about
you?
this last time. The whole... Okay. Oh, that's right. We can, like, fly Jetstream with our chocobos?
And it sucks, but I'd still do it. That's how much I hate Shinra.
What do we call them? Yeah, I don't remember where I learned that, but it was like a podcast or something, and I was like, that is some really, really interesting... That is really interesting. I did not know. So when I was a kid, my mom told me that some kid in my neighborhood was bitten by a black widow and died. And so I had this insane fear of black widows for a long time, and we actually found one in our house, and I was absolutely hysterical. But my mom, I told my mom later, I was like, but some kid in our neighborhood died. My mom said, well, he was a kid with like special needs, and apparently he never told anybody that he had been bitten until it was basically too late. And I was like, okay, well that's different. But I think there are spiders out there that if they bite you, I think there's one in Brazil in particular. They like to live in the banana bunches. I think it's a tarantula that like this, you have like 10 minutes max. Bad situation. Bad situation. Makes you wonder how Spider-Man wasn't born in the 19th century, given all the attempts. Yeah, well, yep, you can, there's your horrifying fact of the day. So, if you were a male, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Keeping my chat family friendly. But I feel like I owe the Black Widow, like, she needs, like, people need to know that she's not just, oh, Lord, that she's not just mean. She is a lady that doesn't like, unannounced visitors. Guests. You know what? I actually completely understand, because I also don't like unannounced guests either. I don't bite unannounced guests, but still. And speaking of spiders, if you like sci-fi, you should read Children of Time. Excellent, excellent sci-fi novel. Covers a huge range of years, lots and lots and lots of years. We're talking like, this is space travel, right? So we're talking like millennia. Lots and lots and lots of time. Very, very cool. Okay. I'm assuming there's a proto-relic here, or not. Maybe not. But there's a summon crystal. Oh. I went over the proto-relic?
Today.
Hey, it's Land Rider!
Do they work today?
I don't know. If we start fighting the ones that show up unannounced, maybe they'll stop. Yeah, I do not, like, there was a time in my life where I probably would have really, really loved a Dumbril Throng. What? Ooh, I like this music. I remember this from the first one. This is actually one of the only songs I recognize from the remake. Everything else has been pretty new. Wait. Hold on. I'm not ready to do this. I may not have to do this, actually. We were talking about why... Can I get in here? Why Black Widows were given such a bad rap. And it's because most Black Widow bites... Well, there was this, like, upswing in Black Widow bites back when people had outhouses, and most of the bites were on males. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Black Widows like dark, damp places, and so they would build their webs in outhouses. So, I'm trying to keep it all family friendly. Where? What? Oh, this is... Okay. But of course Chadley is here. That's right. Chadley, do you know how to ride a chocobo? He's got like his own little music playing and everything. Chadley! Chadley! You mean the Black Widows? Yeah, Black Widows were like, this is my turf. Yeah. Yes. See, I was gonna do all of this over the weekend. Okay, here's a question. If I go and meet Sid, where are we going? We're going to, Jay's like, great. Now when I'm out for walks, I'd rather mess myself than use a porta potty. Well, porta potties are different. Well, porta potties are usually more brightly lit than I think you can see. Well, I don't know, maybe. Yeah. So before we go to the gold saucer, okay, so I guess here's what I'm asking. Should I run around and do this stuff on stream today and get it done and out of the way? There's no guarantee I can do this stuff off stream. So I may just have to do some of it today. Or if I go, I imagine if I go to the gold saucer, I'm not leaving the gold saucer. It's not like I can go to the gold saucer and like, just jump back here whenever I feel like it, right? I have to take Sid's plane. I should probably get most of the intel around here done before I go. I assume that is probably wise. Where's my bird? It's a really lovely chocobo theme, actually. Oh. Oh. How do these physics... What is those things? Oh! Okay. We're going to... We're going on a bear hunt. Oh, no. My kids like to do those little brain break things. Going on a bear hunt. Got my binoculars. I'm not scared. Auden says, I want to do a brain break, but then if I turn on a brain break, she doesn't do anything. She just sits there. Okay, that was a summon crystal. Ooh, that was a... Estuary lifespan. What is an estuary? That may seem like a stupid question, but I am legitimately curious. In the game I'm playing on my own right now, Terra Nil, which, by the way, runs not great on the Nintendo Switch. I've had to close. It's just closed, just randomly on me multiple times now, which kind of sucks. But I like it for the most part. It's really interesting. But when I have to, it's basically bringing this world back from like being totally annihilated, like post-apocalyptic, like the ground is radioactive and whatnot.
Data, I was able to locate
and
once they
you can find animals and bring animals back. And one of them was like, this animal lives near estuaries and something else. And I was like, I should know estuaries, and I don't. So I just kind of had to guess. I eventually found it. It said rivers and estuaries, I think it did. There's a little break in between. You could do a bit of the story without getting locked in. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, there's a summon crystal right here. So I'm assuming it's back there, maybe? You know what? Let's hit this so we know. I mean, it's on the map.
According to local legend, Zontexcan is capable of bleeding anything into, be it the fabric of
it's right in there. Oh my goodness. So this is Odin?
No, not to compare swords, but his might trump yours.
Wait a minute. I have so many questions. Okay. Oh. Quick, where did it go? There's another one. Is it up there somewhere? Oh, that's it. Probably. Nope, that is a life spring. Have I found this one? I have found this one. Hot. It must be way up there somewhere. Go back in and go up. Go back in where the life spring was? Like up here? No. Here. Oh, where the Odin crystal was. Oh, okay. Okay, it was here. It was. And then, oh, okay. Oh, wow, it's right there. Okay. Let's see this Odin. Heck yes, I do. Show me. Show me. Oh my gosh. Whoa, I'm not even paying attention. Hold on. Nah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. X. And then across and then up. This is how I have to do these. No. Huh? The iPad? I believe it is on our bathroom counter somewhere. He has a spider horse? That sounds horrifying, but also awesome if it's on my side. Oh, he does kind of look like he has like a spidery horse. Wait. Is that a horse? Or is that, okay. Okay. Oh, dang it! Got cocky. Okay. Let's try it again. What's up, Odin? Oh, yeah. Oh, that was his cape. I thought that was his spider horse in the background. His horse has 8 legs? Whoa, okay. I'm very excited to see that one. It's gonna be good. That is gonna be good, and it's gonna be scary. Ooh. Let's make sure to find all the crystals so I can fight him on lowest power.
This should allow.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Because, yeah, that's definitely going to be needed. Choco grass. All Chocobo can swim, correct? Okay. Oh, I bet. Even Phoenix was difficult at its lowest, man. I struggled with Phoenix and I struggled with Kujata. At their lowest, so. I imagine they just get harder, you know, as time goes on, obviously. We're gonna follow this. This. Oh. It's not that I can't fight you, I just don't want to fight you right now, you know what I'm saying? Just not feeling it. I keep hitting movable metals and I'll let movable metals do it. Oh, have I already done this tower? Have I? I must have. Because it's... Oh yeah. Just look at that. Oh. Oh. Okay, I need to go this way. Sleipnir is where we get the reindeer of Santa. We get Santa from the Norse. Odin delivers gifts on Sleipnir. Then the Dutch took that and turned into Sinterklaas and eventually Santa. I don't think I knew that. Sinterklaas. Okay, can't go off that. Look at me, just running off to the edge like that. What kind of chocobo rider am I? Cruelty! Cruelty! maybe we can just
We won't
talk it
hold
out.
back.
Take it. What are they called? Q-Vilden. Wait, he's staggered, not dead. Oh, yep, he's dead. Okay. I think I have
Nothing to it.
4 pairs of revival earrings left, maybe? I don't remember. This is the wrong place to come at this, right? I am coming at this from the wrong direction. I need to go into the water. Oh, each of them. Okay. Okay, thank you. I did not know that. I was today years old when I learned that. So he really does have an 8-legged horse. I'm excited to see that, but also scared. I struggle with the... Oh. Is it... Oh, what? Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. I struggle with the summon fights, honestly. And I'm a little nervous that I'm going to not be able to get summons in the future because I just won't be able to do the fights. Because even on their lowest, Phoenix really wrecked me, Kujata really wrecked me. I've just never, when I played the original Final Fantasy VII, I just never had to mess around with my materia so much because what works out in like the wild does not work for a summon fight. Because you can't use, I mean, I guess it's like any boss fight, but you can't use, you know, items. You can't, you have to be very strategic about the materia that you bring in and like the weapon, or like you said, like Average Guy said about the revival earrings and stuff. I guess it's no different than a boss fight. But it kicks my booty every time. But I love having them on my side, so it's totally worth it. Here, what am I? Oh, there's another, what's it? Here. I'm thinking she's, oh, it's this way. Yes. Oh. Yes? What? Look at this insanity. Moving through these rocks. Yeah, this is 100% where it is, right? Oh, mushroom. Maybe I should hit those crystals. You wanna? Maybe I should stop guessing. This place is huge. I mean, what's it called? Oh, nope, it's right here. Gungaga was gigantic. Holy cow. And Gungaga was hard to navigate sometimes. It was really, really hard to navigate. Okay. I've got to hum it. Whoa, what? Okay. Square, square. Triangle, triangle. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Upbeat! Really? Oh, you're so nice! Man, you are so nice. I can't keep straight what you stream on a daily, like on a changing daily basis, so I just hope that it was an excellent stream. We're gonna analyze this crystal here. See this guy? This guy? This guy? He's supposed to be on my side, but I have to fight him first. Oh my gosh. Pre-engaged, Captain Dano, Upbeat. Thank you so much for the raid. That was very, very kind of you. What a lovely surprise. Square, square, triangle, triangle. Okay. Okay. Ready? No! Son of a biscuit! I already screwed it up! Dang it! What is it? Oh, I hit X. So I was on the beat. I just hit X. Okay. Square, square, triangle, triangle. Zero, triangle, zero. Circle. Okay. Okay. Square, square. How many tries is this gonna take, Susie? Okay. Bing, bing, bong, bong, bang, bong, bang, bong. Yes. That's legitimately how I'm reading in my head. Okay. Wait. Okay, we can do this. Square. I did it opposite! What is it? Okay. I know the buttons of my controller really well. There's pressure because look at him, he's standing there with his one red eyes, waiting for me. Okay. Square, triangle. And then what is it? Circle. X. Being up, down, left, right. Okay. Yeah! I almost wonder if I should close my eyes, maybe? Wow, his sword and spear are very scary. Holy cow. Okay, well, we will find the next crystal and then we will fight him because nope. Oh no. Remember when I tried to fight Titan?
Thanks to you, Cloud, I was able to...
And that did not go very well. And then I think I tried fighting Phoenix. Did I try fighting Phoenix? And then Paladrin made me feel better because Paladrin was like, oh yeah, no, I fought them all on lowest. And I was like, woo, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That is 100% what I'm gonna do. If Paladrin did it, I feel 100% confident and I can do it too. Okay. We have a fiend. Oh, no, wait. Yes. No, yes. We will go do this tower. Yes. We'll go do this tower. Woo! Which direction is the tower? It's over there. Got features on the beach. Got beachers. Oh my gosh, that was so stupid. Okay. I don't know what I'm getting these choco grass tufts for, but I'm ready for whatever happens. Can we go up here? Can we climb up here? Oh, OX. Oh. Yeah. Ox. Hey, it's Peony! How are you feeling, Peony? Oh, this is where I need to be. Oh, and I saw some... Whoa, okay, Barrett is sad. Sad situation. Okay, let's all dismount. Let's do some cure action. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, I forget. I can have, like, my buddies help me out. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so good. What do you take? Do you take, like, actual anti-nausea? Or is it like my doctor told me to take, well, I don't want to go into detail if you're not. You have to be the one to tell people. Because that's not my... Oh, man, I remember those guys from the original... Wait. Do I have first strike? Yeah. Disgorgon. Not that Gorgon. Disgorgon. Dragdar! Mr. Floop, it's so good to see you. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a good Monday so far. Oh, this music is very exciting. Right. What did he say? Destroying their jaws when they use poisonous haze will interrupt the attack and pressure them. Not 100% not like my jaws destroyed. My jaws? My jaws. That would be a bad situation.
Calling item.
Yeah. Weakness. That's right. Oh! Move out the way! No! Is he talking, is Red talking in his normal voice again? Because why? Makes no sense. I'm using MP right now. Ah! Oh my gosh! Ganging up on me. Burning the countryside. Oh, this'll do it. Time to get serious. Yeah, that's right. Oh, dang it. I thought he died. Oh, now he died. Oh my gosh, everything about this is insane. Move, 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 move. Move, 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 move. Everybody do something. I don't know. Yeah, that. Nope. Just, we don't want to waste any MP. It's just a disc organ. You know what I mean?
Taking over.
Let's just get pummeled. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, not sorry. Zofran. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent. I have taken Zofran in my life. I had nausea, not nausea. Well, I did have nausea when I was pregnant with both my girls. It was worse with my first. I actually had to work through it, which sucked. I only worked part-time, which was helpful, but that was really hard. But I got vertigo actually when I was pregnant with my oldest, and I had vertigo. It didn't affect me so much the first, yeah, not that Gorgon, this Gorgon. This Gorgon. It didn't make me feel super sick until like the middle of the day. Like I woke up with it and the world was spinning and I was like, whoa, that was weird. But it wasn't until like kind of 10 or 11 in the day that I suddenly started feeling so nauseous. I couldn't stand up straight. I was green. And my husband took me to see my doctor and she was like, yeah, you need to go to the hospital. So I was hospitalized and they had to give me anti-nausea meds and it was awful. And then I was like, well, when can I go back to work? And they were like, oh, sweetie, you can't go back to work for at least a week. So the crappy thing about vertigo and nausea is the fact that you can't do anything. You can't read anything. I couldn't play games. Like here I was, I had all this time. Oh, I had all this time off of work and I couldn't even do anything with it. I just slept. Because my anti-vertigo meds made me super, super tired, which was actually really helpful because that was all I could do, was sleep. That was all I could do. Pregnancy is weird. It affects everybody differently, and oh, he looks really bad. That looks really bad. You know what? He looks like one of those Halloween decorations that you see at Home Depot around the holidays. You know what I mean? No! No! Oh my gosh, which way are you leading me, Owl? Where are we going? Seriously? Down this way? Oh yeah, okay, we're going away from the baddie. Sweet. Awesome. I was really lucky. I cannot believe I got away from that without actually starting a fight. Peony has had to stop playing games that are first person or just moves really quickly. No Destiny 2 for a while, sadly. That was me with Outer Wilds. I thought I wasn't going to be able to play Outer Wilds because the first person made me kind of sick for a minute, but I had to slow my camera down, and once I did that, and once I actually started like taking better care of myself and, you know, like eating food during the day and drinking water instead of just eating like goldfish crackers and like wheat thins, you know, like in handfuls throughout the day, I was able to play through the whole game and I loved it. I'm so glad I was able to finish it because it was one of the most unique gaming experiences I've ever had. I think it's funny how pregnancy nausea is so much worse than regular nausea. When I get the flu now, I'm just like, this is nothing. I know, I remember, so my husband got food poisoning when I was in my second trimester. And I just remember while he was just like fire-breathing dragon, like in the family room, because I was like locked in the bedroom because he was vomiting and it was awful. I just remember in my head being like, now you know what it feels like that constant feel of that constant need to just, like, I would be nauseous and then I would think throwing up would help, but it wouldn't help, and I would just I would throw up and then I would be nauseous still, and it was awful. And this is obviously TMI, nobody wants to talk about throwing up and stuff, like I totally get that, but yeah, Ander had food poisoning, really bad food poisoning actually, for a little while, and I just remember being like, I'm so sorry. I don't wish this on anybody, obviously, but this is what morning sickness feels like. You just feel sick all the time. You just feel super, super nauseous all the time. And he was like, I know. I keep thinking about you and everything. Like, I went through it for 16 weeks, and he was like, I don't understand how you made it through that. And I was like, I mean, I don't have a choice. Oh, the speed bumps. Oh my gosh, the speed bumps in our apartment complex. Those were the bane of my existence. Oh my gosh. Every time we went over a speed bump, I was like, this is it. This is how I go. I'm gonna die. This is how I go. McDonald's French fries and wintergreen lifesavers for like 4 months. Husband thought we were gonna have to buy stock in the company. You know what? Whatever your magic bullet is. Whatever your magic bullet is. That is crazy. My magic bullet was, in the beginning, was potato chips. Potato chips and strawberries. And then all of a sudden one day I couldn't stomach it anymore. And I was like, okay, well, this is, and I couldn't eat them after that. And then it was just straight French bread. I just ate French bread all the time, every day. I had a slice of French bread every morning for breakfast, and I had a slice of French bread every night for dinner. And I had a chunk for lunch. That was pretty much what I ate, was French bread. This one's weird. Oh, what? Luckily, these guys will not be around too long. Okay. This music cracks me up. What am I gonna play this on the piano? Wintergreen is the best flavor. Isn't there something to do with wintergreen where, like, if you put it under light and then you crush it up under the like in the dark, it glows in the dark or something? I remember hearing somebody say that as a kid, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not. You're going in the... Oh, okay. Whoa! Oh! Okay, this wasn't so bad. What can I transmute now? And it's just one of those things that, like, you cannot express it to anybody because it's really just, you just can't, you just don't know until you go through it. That's because it's different for everyone. And when I got pregnant with my second one, I remember everybody being like, oh, well, you never know. This second one might be different. They're all different. No, it wasn't. I was still sick all the time. But I did get better faster with my second pregnancy, or I'm sorry, I guess it was technically my third because I did miscarry between my girls, but like my second full-term pregnancy, I did get better faster, but I still wanted to die a lot of the time. It was really, really, it was a huge challenge for me. And like I said, with my first one, I had to work. But my work was really, really kind and really understanding. I worked with all women, so it was pretty understanding. And all my clients were women, so everybody pretty much got it. But that didn't mean it was obnoxious and frustrating. Because they had to, that they had to like reschedule my people. You know, but if you buy stock, I'll buy even more McDonald's fries from you. Those things are incredible. It's true, McDonald's French fries are like a cut above. Like, they're the best. I don't love McDonald's like burgers and stuff, but I do love their French fries. So if my perfect like fast food meal would be like a hodgepodge of a bunch of different fast food restaurants, you know what I mean? Like a burger from Whataburger, but then the French fries from McDonald's, and then the Dr. Pepper from McDonald's, obviously. It's GB! Making dinner. Making dinner, making dinner. Yeah, that guy looks like, yep, one of those Halloween decorations from Lowe's that my children love to go look at. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, they should make that an experience. Home Depot should have like a seating area with food, like Costco. We could go there every Saturday. I need another, there it is, down there. Ooh, this one is fancy looking. There's some good teas out now and some ginger mint lollipops that I've heard work pretty well, but again, different for everyone. I tried ginger. Ginger didn't really work for me. I do love ginger ale though, so like I drank it. But it really, I had a coworker that would, she got pregnant and she was, oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, dang it, we can't do that. She would call in sick in the morning and say, there's no way I can make it. I can't make it. And then she'd say, I can't make it in there until 11. And so then we would be like, okay, ah! Oh my gosh, they're chasing me. No. Never seen anybody do that. She would say, okay, well now I can't come in until 11. So we would move her clients from the morning and, you know, to reschedule her people. But then she would call us at like 10 and be like, okay, well, no, there's no way. Now I can't be in until 1. So we'd reschedule her people again or reschedule the next group of people. And then she would call us and be like, okay, well, now I can't be in until 2 or whatever. And then, or 4 or whatever. And then she would just be like, actually, you know what? There's just no way I can make it in. And that got old really fast because we were like, okay, we completely understand that you are pregnant, that you are nauseous. I totally get it. I'd never been pregnant at that point, and I remember being like, I don't understand. She has Zofran. Why doesn't she just take Zofran and then come in and work? Like, she has medicine that she says works. Why doesn't she just come in? And then I got pregnant, and I hadn't told anybody yet. And I remember sitting at the break room table, looking like death, feeling like I was about to pass out. I've never been more nauseous in my life. And I sat there and I was trying to eat some pretzels. And I had a ginger ale with me. And my coworker, who was the one that I had said all that stuff about, she knew we were saying that stuff. Like we asked her to cut her hours. We were like, you're not working full time. You're working part time. Why don't you just cut your hours so your client stops scheduling during times that you can't come in? And she was like, I can't cut my hours because I can't have my pay cut. And I was like, but you are having your pay cut because you don't get paid if you don't work. So I don't understand why you don't just take the pressure off of yourself and just cut your hours until you feel better. Anyway, so I kind of talked a little bit of smack behind her back, and I feel kind of bad because she kept acting like everything was fine, but it wasn't fine, and she wouldn't cut her hours, and she made it hard. As a manager, I was like, I cannot keep picking up your slack. You should just cut your hours. And then, you know, and I was like, I don't get it. She has medicine. Why doesn't she come in? So she comes into the break room and I'm sitting at the table and I'm looking at my pretzels and she goes, how's it going? And I looked at her and I was like, you know, don't you? And she goes, oh, please. Pretzels and ginger ale? That's the breakfast of pregnant champions. And I was like, and I think I started to cry and I was like, I am so sorry about giving you a hard time about being sick. This is unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. And she was like, don't worry about it. I knew you would see. I knew you would someday. You would understand it. I was like, I'm so sorry. I felt like such a jerk. Because nothing helped. There was nothing that helped. I was just sick as a dog. Anytime I was conscious for 13 weeks. Oh, what? This is terrible. They kind of do. Diclegis. Zofran. I was given Diclegis, but my insurance wouldn't cover it, and it was really expensive. And then another OBGYN told me, actually, Diclegis is really just Unisom and vitamin B12 together. So there you go. It's just those two things. And so that's what I started taking when I was pregnant with my second. I started taking it at night, and it actually did help a little bit. I do feel like the morning sickness went away quicker with my second, but I was still pretty sick. Which is why I will probably never have more children. Okay. Circle, XX, square. Square, triangle, triangle, circle. What? There is no... Yeah. Diclegis. No, gis. Diclegis. I think it's spelled like this. Diclegis. I think Kim Kardashian put that medication on the map. because when she got pregnant and the whole world cared that she was pregnant, she had really bad morning sickness, apparently. So she took diclegis and claims that it helped her. On Dancifrom? Oh yeah, no, that's not one I've heard of. Okay. And then they have bands that pressure points. I tried those and they just made my wrist sore. Really sore. Like to the point where I would cry when I had to put them back on. Oh my gosh, I tried everything and nothing worked. So I would come home from work and I would just lay on the couch until I went to bed. And then I would go to bed. And the next morning I would drag myself out of bed. And on the days that I didn't work, I would just lay down all day. And people would tell me all the time, well, take a walk. It'll help you feel better. You should eat something because when you have something in your stomach, that definitely helps you feel better. That definitely puts the nausea, that can help with the nausea. Yeah, but when you are so nauseous, you can't bring yourself to eat anything because everything sounds awful. And you just know that whatever you eat is going to come back up anyway. Ugh, it's miserable. It's so miserable, the things we do for our children. I wouldn't trade my children for the world, but man, they almost killed me. I was hospitalized multiple times with both my kids because I couldn't eat enough, or because I had vertigo, or because I had gallbladder issues or whatever. And of course, when they put you in the hospital when you're pregnant, they don't tell you anything. They're just like, oh, you're pregnant? Okay, well. Even the doctors are like, well, I don't know, you're pregnant. Pregnancy is weird, does weird things to your body. There were no explanations. It was just like, oh, you're pregnant. Oh, well. What does that even mean? Circle XX square. Circle XX square. Okay, so that's the outer. No. Okay. Oh, it goes in a circle. Okay. Oh, dang it! I was almost there! Oh, beans! What was it? We come full circle. Okay. Odin. Odin. Ugh. I don't use, Land Rider's like, I don't use PS controllers. Yeah, I mean like a circle, but like it's a diamond, you know what I mean? But I mean like it was going around, down, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're pregnant? Good luck. See you in a few weeks. Yeah, everything will just magically get better after your baby comes. There was a girl in our church congregation years ago that legitimately was, she was so sick when she was pregnant. Granted, she was also in a really stressful time in her life, and so I think that played a big part in it too. She was going through a divorce because her husband had been unfaithful to her in the military, which is a huge problem because the military has to take care of military families. And when a military member, it's really complicated. And so if they find out that you've been unfaithful or that you've like had an affair or whatever, like it's a bad situation. So she was crazy stressed out with all of these things that were happening. And her husband was, it was a mess. Oh, no. They weren't divorcing, but they were separated because of things that had happened. Anyway, it was a mess. And so I know part of it was stress. But she literally said, my doctors tell me that I, like the baby could legitimately potentially kill me because it will keep taking until I have nothing left to give. And when people say, oh my gosh, don't call your baby a parasite, that's not kind. I'm like, but it is though, because it would keep taking until I died. It wouldn't know any better because that's all it knows. But like, that's what a parasite is. And so I used to joke that I had a parasite too, and I offended some people, but I was like, it's true though. It's totally true. That baby would keep sucking the life from me until I died. There is nothing there's no way to stop it. I'm not saying that I wish I didn't have my baby by any means, because that's not true. But I'm just saying that is a very real thing. Your baby would keep, you know, I think she was put on meds to help with nausea for chemo patients for a while. But then they were like, we're worried about the baby. You just kind of have to stick it out. She was sick the entire 9 months. She literally looked like she She lost weight. I've never seen such a tiny pregnant person because she couldn't eat anything. She was barely surviving. But at the same time, she also didn't have a husband to support her or help her. She was working. I mean, everything in her life was a disaster. So I'm not saying that that's how it is with every pregnant person, but I know it was just awful. It was awful. How long does it take for those symptoms to die off post-birth? Well, most of the time nausea doesn't progress through the whole pregnancy. But once, after you have the baby, then you have a whole new slew of problems because then you have like all the hormones that are out of whack and you have like your body is trying to readjust and you get like night sweats and all sorts of crazy business. Oh,
We're
okay.
in monster territory now.
Rare Valron variant detected.
Yeah, we are. Hold on. Let's go to a bench, maybe. Are you guys tired? Maybe we should sit down. That sounds like a great idea. I'm tired. I want to sit down. Just saying. JR! What's happening? Well, we just stumbled onto monster territory. We also need to pet this chocobo. Check it. Check it out. Also, I don't know if you guys have actually looked at Cloud's face when he pets the chocobos, but he does smile. And then the second he stands up, he drops the smile. He's not smiling anymore. Oh, we need a cushion. Oh, I do. I have 23 cushions. Cloud needs a cushion for his bony butt. I was playing Zelda? Oh, like Tears of the Kingdom? You know what? I've been thinking in my head, I'm like, it's been a year. I should play Tears of the Kingdom again. Any person, any Zelda fan would do it, but I haven't yet. I don't have a lot of time to play games off stream these days. But man, Tears of the Kingdom was the most, oh my gosh, it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. I could not, can I like go all the way out here or, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna, I don't want to fight fiends right now. I want to beat like the end. Ooh. Oh. 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 What? Oh. How many O's did I say just now? What? Yeah, that's where I need to go. It was really hard to end that game. It was really hard to be like, I'm done with this game because I knew it was just one of those that I was never ever gonna be able to experience that for the first time ever again. And oh, they're in like a little alcove. Okay, I thought maybe it continued, but I guess not. I guess this whole I have avoided playing Zelda lately to stave off burnout. Yeah, that's fair. Burnout is real. 'Tis real. I do know the feeling of the burnout. Okay, we're gonna go this way, and then I think I'm ready to move on with the storyline. I don't really want to beat any fiends right now. Cloud. My main man. You are a toothpick. You're telling me you can't fit through that? Come on, nah. JR started playing World of Warcraft again. I've never played World of Warcraft. It's not... You know what? Honestly, I'm afraid I'll enjoy it, and then I'll have yet another thing that takes up my time. I can't afford to do that right now. Can I not... we climb up and at them? Maybe? Hey, it's Sword Art! You need to do a reaction to your I Cried video so you can give a play-by-play on what you were feeling at that moment. Oh, and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, at the beginning? Dude. It was so many emotions. It was crazy. Well, what I really need to do, too... Okay, we're not gonna... Alright. I don't even know what words are coming out of my mouth. What I really need to do is I need to make I need to create a, like a a video that basically describes what the GameSpark podcast is, instead of at the beginning of every single video. My first couple of GameSpark videos, it's just me at the beginning, and I'm like, so I posted this Zelda video a while back, and this was a comment I received about being a waste of space because I cried over a video game, and so it got me thinking, and then Ander, my husband, was like, no. You just need to make one video that goes at the top of that playlist that's just like, here's what GameSpark is. This is what happened, blah, blah, blah. That's what I need to make, and I just keep forgetting. But I did. I had many, many thoughts. It was so overwhelming. But I guess we're not supposed to go up there? No. Oh, wait. Oh! Have we already... Did you really not fly over that bird? I appreciate you stopping by to say hello, JR. Always lovely. Yeah, I need to do... Yeah, it's like a GameSpark trailer kind of situation where I'm just like, this is what this is about, this is why, and I need to get into a groove with it anyway because oh, it's way back there. I should always have a GameSpark scheduled, and I always find myself going, okay, I'm done with that episode, sweet. I can kind of relax, but I should always have one going so I can always, so I don't ever run out of episodes, if that makes sense. Oh. Is that did we get all the life springs? I am confusion. Yeah, the GameSpark origin story. And it's funny that it all came from a really awful, mean comment. It's just kind of surprising to me, but at the same time, it also isn't surprising because people can be mean when they don't have to look you in the eye and they don't have to actually look at you and say and watch your face when they say something mean. People can say things on comments that are just rude. But yeah, some guy was like, there are real problems in life. There are children starving on the streets and this lady's crying over a video game. And then he said, don't get me wrong, I've played Tears of the Kingdom. It's a masterpiece. But if you cry over a video game, you're a waste of space. Now, I want to be clear. Most of the other comments I received on any of my Tears of the Kingdom videos were very positive, and most people held the same opinion. They were like, oh my gosh, this game just totally, like, we all cried, we were all crying, we're right there with you. And I actually mentioned this in the episode with Collector, because where's the... I don't want to fight you, I just want to look for the place. Okay, well, that's not important because there's nothing on there on the map. Anyway, but he talks about, I've had multiple people in GameSpark talk about Pokemon. I missed the Pokemon bandwagon. I didn't play Pokemon. And I've never played a Pokemon. My daughter is 9 and she loves Pokemon. But I kind of am sad I missed out on that, like, that camaraderie, like all that excitement. And the closest thing I have to it is Tears of the Kingdom. And putting those videos on YouTube, finding new people in chat, and being, you know, connecting with people that felt the same way. People coming in and finding my Twitch streams and saying, you know, I felt the same way, and that's why I started GameSpark, because when that guy said that really mean comment, I was like, okay, I am not the only person that's cried over a video game. I can't be the only person that's cried over a video game. There's no way. So I interviewed my siblings, and then I've extended it to my Discord, and when we fill up all those, when we do all those people, we'll see where it goes from there. But, you know, I just feel like I experienced some of that camaraderie, not on the big scale that Pokemon was, but I feel like I experienced just a little bit of that, like, fandom with Tears of the Kingdom, because it was everywhere and everybody was talking about it and everybody was excited about it, and there were videos being posted and I was getting comments from people being like, just wait, your mind's gonna be blown, it's amazing, I just finished it, or it made me cry too, or Zelda's, you know, I had somebody say, and I don't know if they actually, I don't know, people can say whatever on comments, but I had somebody say the Zelda franchise kept me from committing suicide. I believe that 100%, absolutely. And this is why I have a hard time when people are like, video games cause violence or they cause you know, I don't agree with that. I think video games, when they're used in moderation and when you can control how often you play them, I think they can be absolutely phenomenal. They bring people together. They create friends. They create friendships for life. They create safe spaces like this where everybody can come together. And it's one of the reasons I love streaming is because we can all get together and nerd out over games. My husband's not a gamer. I can't talk to him about this stuff. My siblings are gamers, but my husband's not. My daughter is. I'm hoping to raise both my daughters to be gamers. Do I think gaming can get out of control? Sure, anything can. Anything can become an addiction if you don't control it. But, or if if it takes over your life. But ultimately, I think gaming can create amazing experiences that you can share with other people. And this is something I mentioned in the interview with Collector as well. But this is why reaction videos are so popular, is because we can't experience it for the same time, or like again for the first time. So the closest thing we can get is to watch somebody else go through it and experience all those same emotions. And we feel so validated because we're like, yes, that is how I felt. I cried too, or I freaked out at that moment too, or whatever. You know, with Outer Wilds, with Tears of the Kingdom, with these games that we all really, really love, these moments that we really, really love. That's the closest we can get. That's why reaction videos are so huge. And my husband's like, I think reaction videos are really silly. And I 100% understand why people do that and why people go seek out, YouTubers or streamers or whatever, that are watching or playing something that they have already experienced, because they want to watch them experience that and watch them go through that, because they can never experience that for the first time ever again. And it's true. So it's funny that you say that, Sword Art, because, okay, wait. Now I have to catch up on chat because I am totally missing things. Earlier, Wolf says, I'm not a doctor, I'm an accountant, but I have this weird theory about PPD being caused by hormonal withdrawal after birth, similar to alcohol or drug withdrawal experienced by people in rehab. You know what? That is actually a very, very solid theory. I agree with Peony. I need to do more with my YouTube channel in general. I just haven't, because I just forget, and because I think I have this great idea. And then ideas are awesome, but ideas don't really matter unless you put them into being. So, you know, I'm always like, I have this great idea, but Sword Art's like, I saw the comment. Yeah, so there are a couple of responses to it, I think. My brother was one of them. And they were all pretty overwhelmingly like, what? Why do you have to be such a jerk, man? Like, okay. I don't remember what the name is. I have no idea. I don't know who it is. I could go back and find it. It's on my Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's like called Tears of the Kingdom I Cried. And it's one of the it's the second Tears of the Kingdom video I put on my YouTube channel, because I posted the first hour of gameplay. I canceled my stream that day, which I never do. I canceled my stream that day so I could play Tears of the Kingdom alone. But I did record it because I wanted to be able to look back on how I felt at that exact moment, because I had a feeling it was gonna make me cry, and it totally did. When I jumped off that first thing at the very, very beginning, I totally lost it and started crying, and it was just, it's something I'll never, ever, ever forget. Ever in a million years. Wolf played Arceus and Violet with my daughter. It's a great memory for us. Yeah, those are making core memories. I should probably play, Charlotte has Scarlet, I believe. I should probably do that. And you know what? We should play on stream sometime. I would love to have Charlotte on stream sometime. And it's Mariners! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you! And Salty! No, when you first dive off the, wait. When you first wake up and notice your arm, and you make your way through all that, and you think you're underground, and then you come out and you're actually in the sky, and then you make that big jump, and then there's like the title that plays, and there's the music and all that stuff. Whoa, my gosh! Oh my gosh! I didn't know my dog was right there. Wow! Oh my gosh. Oh. Whew. Wow. You scared me, dog. Wow. 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 Holy moly. That was when I cried. And I was like, first I went through all these emotions. I went through like this, like, what? We're out, like we're up in the air? And then I saw like all the islands and you see everything and I was just taking it all in and I was smiling and I just remember being like, holy freaking crap. And then the music was playing and everything and then I just felt it. Like I could not, it was just years of like loving Zelda and all the memories the franchise has for me and just everything all wrapped up in one. And then the fact that we'd waited so long for another title, and Breath of the Wild changed gaming for me. And so I was just looking forward to this.
I can't even.
I had no
I'm
idea
totally
what I was
can't
getting
evening
myself
right now.
into. I thought Tears of the Kingdom was definitely a superior game. But that doesn't mean Breath of the Wild wasn't a good game. I just felt like Tears of the Kingdom was superior in the fact that it took everything that worked for Breath of the Wild and made it better. Story-wise, I thought it was better. And Tears of the Kingdom changed my life because it brought literally like half the people that are in chat right now all came from Tears of the Kingdom. All came from those videos. And that has also changed my life. So for the better, absolutely. So I just, it was just so much, we can totally be Switch friends. Oh my gosh, I'll put the code on the Discord. I feel like I have put the code on the Discord. We came, we tiered, we subscribed. You guys don't have to subscribe. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to. But it was just so many emotions. And so to have somebody be like, if you cry in a video game, you're a waste of space. I was just like, why do people feel the need to like crap on someone else's like good experience? Like, are you really that sad and miserable that you cannot allow other people to be happy? Like, what kind of existence is that? What a terrible way to live your life. Whatever. But it started GameSpark, and I am grateful for GameSpark. I may not be on a super awesome schedule with it just yet because my life is tumultuous and I have lots of things going on and it's hard for me to find time. But I have talked to so many people. I've talked to so many people that have all said the same thing, and we could talk games for hours. Also, let me know whenever a command is too loud, let me know, because I can't keep track of which ones need to be quiet. I also have competing people because they're like, no, they need to be 100%, but when they're 100%, they're really, really loud. So let me know which ones are extra, extra loud. Tears of the Kingdom will forever be one of the most amazing gaming experiences I've ever had. I need to do my own GameSpark. I try to, what time is it? Okay, this is where we're going to end because it's 4:30 and I have to like make dinner. This seems like a good place to end. We got some things done around Nibelheim. I can probably go back and do the Fiends if I have time tonight. If not, it's fine. And we can continue the story tomorrow. That seems great and perfect. Half of them got louder or your mic level got quieter. Really? Oh, interesting. Well, what I really need to do is I need to do a stream one of these days that's literally just a troubleshooting stream. Like sound, all that stuff, because doing it on a stream like this is kind of less than ideal. Yeah. It's John Steed! I know, see, John Steed's like, yeah, it needs to shout from the rooftops. I'm grateful for that negative comment, even though it was rude, and I can't even imagine in a million years I would ever say that to anybody. But whatever, you know, I can make all sorts of assumptions about that person. Maybe they were just having a bad day. I don't know. But I also have seen those comments like Sword Art was saying, where they're like, wow, way to those tears seem almost real. Way to go. Or something like, I can't believe people do this. They actually cry for clout or something like that. And I'm like, look, man, I'm just experiencing a really emotional moment in a video game. It's okay if you've never had one. Just because you have the emotional range of a teaspoon doesn't mean other people don't have bigger emotional ranges. And I really actually enjoy that about games. And I love that I've had so many emotional experiences. Because it's, and the thing that blows my mind is I'm like, how is this any different than a movie? How is this any different than a movie or a book? Are you really gonna shame somebody for crying in a movie like Schindler's List? Are you gonna shame somebody for crying over a book? No. And if you do, you're an awful person because this is what we do. We experience stories, right? I love to read. I'm not a huge movie person, but I really love books. I love stories. And video games are just an interactive story. And if you look at it even more in depth, it's almost more impactful because you are the protagonist. You. It may be Cloud Strife, but you are the one that is controlling Cloud Strife. You are Link. You are,
one shot.
whoever. And so
Yeah,
it makes
that
it
was
even
awesome.
more meaningful because it feels like there's somebody that left this comment on one of my Tears of the Kingdom videos. I think it was the ending, like the whole overall ending video. And they said the interesting thing, and I won't spoil it for anybody that hasn't played Tears of the Kingdom yet, but the interesting thing and how they did it so brilliantly in Tears of the Kingdom because they allowed you to make decisions. And yet they set it up in so many different ways where you would never choose anything but what you were supposed to do. Like there was no way you would ever back out. Like Link would not back out of those things. And yet you were the one that had to push that button. And that was really well done. And I'd never experienced that in a game before. But yeah, that whole ending sequence, the beginning and the end. Ugh. I didn't cry ever in Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom got me so many times. Gosh, what else have I cried in? I cried in Firewatch. I cried in Brothers. Ugh, Brothers. I cried in Brothers. I cry every time I play Final Fantasy VII, the original. I cry in multiple spots in that game. I cried in Horizon Forbidden West. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure. And I'm sure that there are a whole lot of other games. I almost cried in Outer Wilds. I got really close at the end of Outer Wilds. Really, really close. But I have cried later when I was listening to the Outer Wilds. I was listening to the final song after you finish the DLC. Once you do the final flight and you're in the glade and all that's happening. I was in my kitchen and I was cooking and I just burst into tears while I was listening to it in my headphones. And like everybody was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm fine." But it was everything all together because it wasn't only just the game. It was also the experience I had with you guys and this community and just the uniqueness of the experience and all of it coming together. And that heartbreaking moment when you're like, I will never experience this for the first time ever again. Ever again. Oh, you're right. Rebirth did get me. Dine's story. Oh, man, that was really rough. And it never made me cry in the original one, but this one, seeing it played out like this was really, really hard. That was really, really hard. You're right. I was thinking in my head, I was like, I don't think I've cried in this. Hello? Yes, I have. Cheese and crackers. Call of Duty makes me cry on how far the game has fallen. Oh, no. Somebody said earlier, and now I can't remember who it was, but somebody said earlier that it doesn't, I think it was Sword Art that said it doesn't have to be tears of sadness. It can be tears of rage or whatever. And that is one thing I've learned too through GameSpark is my question is, have any games made you cry? That's it. That's all it is. There's never have any games made you cry because they were sad or the story hit you or they were emotional or they made you angry or whatever. It's just, have any games made you cry? And I've heard so many answers across the board with all those things. Story-wise, yes, they're emotional. There have been emotional stories that have made me cry. But I've also cried tears of rage, been so frustrated I could not beat this boss or whatever. I've actually like practically thrown my controller out of rage and like cried. Mythly, I think, was like, I cried because I was so angry about this stupid boss. And then there's cries of like, or tears of happiness because of certain memories people have had or games that just, like, I could kind of see that with Towerfall with my siblings. I love Towerfall, but we played it during this one of the saddest weeks of my life when I was losing my mom. Also, it's Scorpio! I've never played Red Dead.
What is wrong with this game?
But I've heard great things about it. I think it's a little too gritty of a game for me, but it would if it made you cry, it will probably hit. It will probably hit me. It would probably hit me too. I cried when Seto did in Rebirth. I'd forgotten that statue. Oh, see? That is one of the moments that I always cry in the original, and I was kind of angry with the way Rebirth did it because I loved how they did it up until then, and then they kind of cut it short because that wackadoo guy appeared, and they didn't even like give me time to like oh, what is going on? And then I had to like move. I was kind of annoyed. They didn't give me like time to process it. That's really sad. That's really, really sad. Everybody in Final Fantasy VII has a super sad backstory. Oh yeah, that dumb half pipe. Yeah, that was where I. What is wrong with this game? That's where that came from. What is wrong with this game? Stupid half pipe in Metroid Prime. I love Metroid Prime, but that stupid half pipe, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it for reasons unknown. I'm just a believer that video games can bring a lot of joy. And I don't think anybody. I think gatekeeping anything is wrong. I think you shouldn't gatekeep anything. Like if people want to play nothing but Pokemon, like, okay, that's fine. I don't think there should be any gatekeeping when it comes to like, and people do it on Twitch all the time. They'll come into a chat and be like, well, actually, my friend tried to stream Hollow Knight like 3 times and she quit every time because viewers would come in and be like, you're going on the wrong path. And she'd be like, I beg your pardon, but there is no right or wrong path. It's a totally open, like, there are multiple ways to get in every, well, maybe, but actually there's an actual better path. What an exhausting way to live. Just let people play their games, man. Just let people be happy. Just let people be happy. Just shut your mouth. DJ BJ says, I haven't cried, but watching others like you play and cry makes me understand why it brings those sort of visceral reactions. One of the ones that hit me the hardest, I think, was Firewatch. And I won't spoil that for anybody, but I'm a parent and it hit me way harder as a parent than it ever would have if I didn't have kids. So there's that. But Horizon Forbidden West as well. I feel like it affected me deeply because I'm a parent. And I don't know if it would have affected me the same way had I not been one. And Horizon Forbidden West is a great game. Anyway, I love it. Love it. Yeah, everybody's allowed to find their own their own joy. Like, don't rain on someone else's parade simply because you have never cried in a game. And that's okay if you've never cried in a game. That's fine. I'm not telling people that they need to that you haven't lived if you haven't cried in a video game. That's fine. But you don't need to shame other people for doing it. Ugh. Makes me so mad. John Steed's like, I'm dead inside, so I need to live vicariously through Susie. Where do mansplainers get their water? From a, well, actually, that is one of the great, I'm taking a picture of that because that is one of the greatest jokes, and I have to send that to my friend because that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Snorted water. Oh, see? And this would not have happened. This conversation and all this stuff and all this camaraderie and this community and stuff would not have happened without games. Because, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I guess people have found communities through just chatting or Twitch things or whatever, but I just mean for me personally, I am grateful for games so I can get together with people and that are like-minded and are interested in the same things and we can all talk about this, and I have no shame in admitting I've cried over games or whatever. And this is a totally judge-free zone, so whatever games you guys are into, obviously I don't play scary games. I don't play games that are like wildly inappropriate because I've got little kids in the house and because I'm a weenie. And there are certain games that are just not really my vibe. I think Red Dead is one of those. I think it's a little too gritty for me. I also think The Last of Us is the same. I think it's just too gross and gritty and bleak for me. I do prefer to be uplifted by games. That's not to say they can't make me cry and have sad parts, but ultimately, The Last of Us just seems bleak and sad. And the world is sad enough, and so I feel like it would probably bring me down. But I don't know. That's just me. But if that's your thing, by all means, play what makes you happy. Find your joy, man. There's so much joy to be found in this life. And, you know, don't steal anyone else's joy simply because it's not the exact same as yours. You know, if you are passionate about something and somebody else isn't, that's okay. That's what makes this world go around. We're all different and we all are important and we all matter, which I hope none of you forget. All of you matter and you're all important, and I appreciate you being part of my community. With Mother's Day coming, I'm thinking in my head, maybe what I need to do is just take a day where I record a whole bunch of videos. Because Xander will take the kids for a day. And I'll just, you know, record YouTube videos, and maybe I can record like 6 Game Sparks that day. But I appreciate everybody's patience with that as well. There are people on the list for GameSpark that I haven't gotten to yet, and I promise I'm making my way through the list. Just have to kind of figure out. Well, we also have 1 month left of school, and then summertime will be here, and things will kind of switch around a little bit then as well. But you are not forgotten, I promise you. I still have my list. And if anybody is interested in being interviewed for GameSpark, check out the videos on my YouTube channel and see if it's something you're interested in. It's a podcast type situation where I'm on the camera and then we do a video chat via Discord. We don't have to do a video chat. If you're more comfortable just having a voiceover, I can either use an avatar or like waveforms or something like that. A webcam is not a necessity, but a microphone is. So if you're interested in that, I do have a channel on my Discord about GameSpark. And you can go there, and the sign up form should be pinned on that. So if you're interested, if you just want to talk games for an hour and just gush about your favorite games, that's your place. That is your place to do it. When life is beating you down and you cry in the frozen food aisle because you can't find the right fish sticks that make your toddler happy, any situation, especially games, can evoke profound emotion. Amen to that. I have definitely been there. 100% been there. Mactastic, you are on my list. I know you are. We'll get there. We will get there. Sometimes I get carried away and I think to myself, oh yeah, I've got time to schedule that. And then before I know it, it's been like 4 days. I'm like, crap, I could have had one scheduled by now. I should probably schedule out like weeks out in advance. That's probably what I should do. Instead of going like one at a time, I should probably schedule it out. Just remember to choose kindness as well, because you never know what anybody's going through in their life. Like that person that's breaking down in the frozen food aisle because they can't find the right fish sticks that'll make their toddler happy. That person has had a rough day and just needs compassion. They don't need your judgment. So just choose kindness, but you guys are all great at that. You're all amazing human beings, and I love each one of you. Thank you for coming along today as I just ran around and did stupid stuff. I meant to do that over the weekend, but I just never got a chance. So we will continue the story tomorrow. I'm very excited to see, I don't remember who it was. Algaz, I think, said that Chapter 12 was awesome. I've also heard Chapter 12 is long. I'm excited to see what's in store. This game has been awesome. Like finding out about a man who thinks his decisions are flawless in an apocalypse situation. Yeah, like, yeah, you just never know, man. You just never know. We need to hunt. We're looking for the man with the... Actually, in this game, we're looking for robed men. But I think in the original, we're always like, oh, did you see a black-caped man or something like that? Yeah, if you see somebody crying in the frozen fruit aisle, just give him a hug. Just give them, that poor person, a hug. You guys are all amazing. Thanks for being here today. Happy Monday. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day or night or morning or wherever you are. And I'll be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy VII. We are reaching... I mean, we're over halfway, I think. So, just FYI all your eyes. I know that I've been playing this for a really long time, but we're chapter 12. Okay, yeah, I think we're over halfway. So, just keep that in mind as well. But thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate all your support and the subs and everything. I think you're all amazing human beings, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye! See you later.